Welcome aboard, it's Captain G. Very excited to have finally received my Global War 36v4 game box and player aids, as well as the map. Very happy that I ordered and chose the roundel version. We are setting it up for our first ever YouTube war. My son Eggman and I will be playing in a YouTube war very soon, appropriately called Newblood. New because of the version 4 rules, new because of the players who have never played a YouTube war before, and blood because it's Global War 36. We will be playing the Axis, Japan, Germany, and Italy. Mark the Shark will be playing the Comintern, and Lancerbolt will be controlling the Western Allies. We'll be starting right after Veterans Day, and for my fellow players and anyone else who watches, I'm going to quickly run through my units so you can tell the difference of what's happening on my board. Militia are never standing. They are kneeling, crouching, firing position units. Standing infantry, the same color as the unit on the base, is regular infantry. The brown base being mountain infantry, blue Marines, white airborne with the white and black cookie color, and then a different color infantry piece itself being the elite airborne. And for the nations that have them, orange for colonial infantry. For artillery units, artillery and anti-air, pretty obvious sculpts. It's the self-propelled infantry that have a blue barrel, so you can tell the difference in many nations between self-propelled artillery and some type of other vehicle class unit. All of our technology units have red on them, so advanced artillery, advanced self-propelled artillery. Cavalry, pretty obvious sculpts. The motorized infantry have yellow on the cabs of the trucks. In some countries, that is needed to distinguish motorized infantry from mechanized infantry. Red being advanced mechs, and in the case of Germany, the Panzer Grenadiers, the elite infantry, is this infantry sculpt on a Panzer Grenadier marker from HBG. Tank destroyers, orange barrels, the light green for light tanks, black for medium tanks. Heavy tanks, technology unit again, red, and the German unique unit, heavy tank, the Tiger 1, different sculpt than the Tiger 2, but still technology red. For naval units, all of the interwar World War I leftover units that you cannot buy have gray on their bow tips. Fleet units on their bows and at some point on the superstructure, you have black for submarines, white for transports, light green for destroyers. For the three classes of cruisers, you have light cruisers blue, heavy cruisers purple, and battle cruisers black. Light carriers, escort carriers, use the purple, same as heavy cruisers. Yellow for capital ships, battleships, and fleet carriers, and red for the heavy battleship, heavy carrier. For air units, all of the seaplanes have blue tips, and those that are on stands have the blue on the stands as well. All other aircraft are magnetized, so fighters have yellow tips, yellow beads on their stands. Tactical bombers, orange tips, orange beads. Jet fighters, red tips, red beads. Air transports have the air transport on the stand and the black and white invasion stripes on the wingtips, with the new advanced transports having the red tips as well as the black and white invasion stripes. medium armor purple, sorry, not medium armor, medium bombers purple tips and beads, strategic bombers black tips and beads, and heavy strategic bombers red tips and beads. For facilities, just real quick, the 3 types of factories I think are pretty clear. For our fortifications, all 3 represent essentially the same thing, but we use the pillbox, the round one, in cities, on Crimea, British Malaya, Gibraltar, those 360-degree fortification, just to designate that. The other 2 sculpts all represent fortifications built on a coast or along one single border, just so we can differentiate those for our purposes. But they are essentially the same fortifications. With that, as I said, Newblood will be starting after Veterans Day. Look for the first video roughly on Monday the 14th. This is Captain G. I'll see you then. Over and out.